Hey everybody, Coffee and Chaos here, and welcome back to Anno 1800. We're here at Crown Falls, and I spent a little bit of time offline, honestly, I spent like 4 or 5 hours just kind of playing around in the world. I did a couple little things of I already had a layout here, I just added bridges, I kind of did some rough layouts of some homes and kind of played with some ideas, built some mines and the walls around them. Did a lot of little things, but also just I found myself getting consistently frustrated because I've kind of built a trap of my own making. See, I've been building and building and building, and coming into episodes going, yes, I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to build and I'm going to add more and more and more. But coming in to Anno and saying, I'm just going to build more stuff, that's not an objective. That doesn't actually accomplish set goals. That doesn't move you forward. And I think we've reached a stage where we're right on the cusp of moving into the true end game. We're right on the cusp of having, our engineers and investors and really unlocking extra influence and building our population. And we need to set ourselves up for success. So to that end, there's a couple things that I'd like to do, and for this, we're actually going to go back to Manola. So here in Manola, and you know what? I'm listening to this. Is it just me, or does the music sound louder than normal? I'm just gonna drop that just a note, just to make sure that y'all can actually hear everything that I'm saying. So, Manola, we got super excited. We ran all the way up towards our artistas, which, super exciting goal to have because it was the new hotness. But, well, we needed to do that to unlock the dam, but now, in order to actually finish the dam, we need obreros. In fact, we need 1,500 obreros. That's, that's quite a few. Also, we needed some more windows, and where is a warehouse? Let's just look here. Do I have those extra windows? I've got 48 windows. I got some. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we want to try and finish the damn dam. So we're going to go ahead and demote some of our artistas. I know, sacrilegious, but we now have 1,500 obreros. Let's go back here. Let's turn this on. And okay, so we have 110 windows at the dam project, but we need more. 28 in island storage, 20 reserved, so we're gonna need to find some windows. Wow, I don't know what that camera view was. Let's go find a ship. Do I have one that already has windows? No, of course not. That would be way too easy. Let's go ahead and fast forward for a second. I just need you to get turned around, drop what you got, and tell me... Ah, there we go.
Unfurl the sail.
We have enough extra windows that we can go ahead and knock this out. Tell you what, go ahead and notify me when you're here. I'd like that reminder. So we're looking at about 10 minutes to go ahead and knock this out. Great. Oh. I don't think I've heard this song. How appropriate. I'm actually very excited to see what this is going to look like once it's complete. Like, seeing this area fill up, it's going to be awesome. Now, the great thing about having the dam finished is it's going to take this entire island, and it will all be electrified. So we don't have to worry. Oh, actually, that's a good question. Do they like having electricity? No, that's not necessarily an Artista thing. Huh, that's interesting, because it is a need for our engineers and our investors, but not for the Artistas. But what I was going to say is, it can turn this island into a production island. So that's the next thing I'd like to do, is I'd like to move more of my end tier production here. So
You should go sit in the shade, boss.
things like the felt producers can stay here. Things like the poncho darners can stay here. But what we're going to end up doing is moving all of the alpaca farms, all of the plantations, all of that kind of stuff off of Manola and away to all of our other islands, where those will be our plantation islands. They're going to have primarily jornaleros and some obreros in order to have the workforce that we need for, what do you kind of call it? The mines and other things. We'd like to definitely exploit all of our oil fields, all of our gold deposits, all of our mineral deposits. So we're still going to need
a pinch of salt.
Okay, will do. We're still going to need to have a sizable population in order to handle those things, but primarily it's going to... actually, that could be a good way to do about it. What if we had enough population to handle all of those, obrero-wise, and then, like, maybe we could actually build our homes first, kind of plan a city, and then from there we can upgrade or downgrade as needed to get the workforce kind of balanced here. And we could always utilize the airship platforms and their population balancing feature. That would be a thing. Or workforce sharing. That's what I'm trying to look for. Has that ship not arrived yet? Good grief.
Ready for a challenge.
Where are you? Hey, there you are. Good grief. I did all that talking for that entire time, and ship was still not here. I don't like fast forwarding all the time because a lot of the times it just makes the game stutter. Hey, we're doing great. We still got only 5 minutes left.
Just say
We're
the
in the
word.
presence of a virtuoso.
So I think the other thing that I'd like to do is I did notice that I already have 3 of our oil ships built. So we can begin to move oil from Manola to... I think I'm going to focus on Crown Falls first, make that my capital, and really build that area up. And I'm going to do a very similar thing of where I'm going to focus more on production there. Now, the nice thing is, the old world, Crown Falls and the old world, we can focus more on using exports and imports from the docklands to meet that goal. So rather than having to solely rely on the islands around them, they can rely on the docklands to fulfill that need. So that's another thing that we'll work on. We're going to be changing a lot of our export and import contracts.
I wish I could see your great cities in the old world.
And I think at this point we can go ahead and fast forward just to try and knock the timer out. Yeah, we have all of our needs. Everything's there. Everything's good. Gosh, we built up a lot of concrete here. But that's a good thing. We'll need that for other constructions later on. And if we don't, we can always haul it back and utilize it in the old world. Definitely another thing, the nice thing about having power here, we can really exploit our bauxite deposits, really start getting those aluminum profiles, start exploring some airships, some mail systems. We'll start with our localized mail.
Wise to take time to learn the nuances.
Kind of like what we did here. Obviously, we're not producing enough local mail. Holy crap.
Is this how you people think we live?
Hey, what do you mean by you people? Oh, that's interesting. I am seeing a lot of fluctuation because of the local mail. Ah. That's a thing that we're going to have to focus on here. Need to see if we can fix that. We're generating a lot. What's our overall demand for mail? It won't show it there. It's going to be under all goods. Aha. Regional, local. So this is always very misleading. I don't know why they say that, current and potential. But we need a total of 21 and we're producing 16. So that's something to be noted. Got a minute left. So, like to kind of plan out what I'm going to do. Like, The nice thing is, if I can get away from some of this, I could see this sub-island here being very industrial. We already have our oil harbor here. We could really take advantage of the bauxite and have, you know, great forages here. We could have, I don't know, the helium pockets. Is the helium just extracted? I gotta remind myself because it's been a minute. It's gonna be under materials, profiles, helium. Oh yeah, so it just comes straight from the deposit as helium. You have to give it the input goods, but it comes out as helium. I thought that there was another step after that. What are some other things that we could really focus on here that's going to be like dirty industry? We could have our sewing machines here, so producing our aluminum profiles, using that to make our own sewing machines. We could have our fans, our scooters. Some of these other things I think I might mix in with a few other regions. Now, one thing I don't remember is chocolate... Is chocolate exclusively made here? Or no? I thought that all the other stuff was made... Like, you had to export the cocoa and make the chocolate elsewhere, but maybe I was wrong. Hey, here we go. Go ahead and slow down. This is a big event, so don't want to miss it. And here we go. Oh, all right. And we are seeing power. How cool. New achievement. Where's the cheering coming from? I hear it. Oh, look at that. There's people up here. Oh, if the camera would stop shifting. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's making me... let's see. Control-Shift-R. I want to... No, why would you take me all the way over there? Listen, game. Your perspectives. I want to see if I can get on the dam. We made a very big to-do about building the damn dam, and I want to get on the dam, and... Aw, that's a...
I feel like a fire ant next to a saber tree.
That's a missed opportunity. What about over here? Is it changed on this side? Oh, come on, you. We're gonna science this, guys. There we go. There we go. There we go. We have to do this for the science. Oh! I was just on... Oh, really? Okay, well, I can stand on the damn dam, and I can overlook the town. I just can't get on the damn dam. Eh. It's a thing. What about down here? I do want to see the powerhouse here. Ooh. Yeah, that looks safe. Just hit the transformers with a hammer. I have doubts about this. That is a wooden hammer, isn't it? And there it goes again. I don't... Why it takes me to that corner out of all of them instead of the closest road, I don't understand. Here we go. Oh, you can't even get on here. Nah. Alright, Ubisoft, that's just rude. You tease me with a grand object like that and don't let me explore it. Alright, for shame. In any case, that was major thing that we needed to accomplish.
Does this land belong to your queen? Or may I?
What island do you want? Oh, how is this not claimed? Yeah, go for it. So, that was a whole lot to do in order to get the dam completed and show that off. Next thing I think we want to focus on, we do have a whole bunch of oil here, so I think it's time we go ahead and plan our oil route. I'm going to start with oil route here in Manola. We're going to take this to Cape Trelawney and drop it off at Crown Falls, which does not have an oil harbor. So, next thing to go ahead and remedy. Done. All right, new world. Let's go ahead and do that oil route again. Manola to... Oops, wrong one. Trelawney. We're going to load everything. We're going to unload everything. And... honestly, in this case, can I say wait to unload? No. So, the routes going from Manola to Crown Falls and Manola to Coffea, we need to keep those fluid. They need to keep moving on a constant basis. Now, as long as the other islands don't have a very high throughput of oil, you could have a single ship going from Crown Falls to Quacklot, for example, and on Quacklot it will say, wait to unload. I would argue that that is safe. If you ever find that you need more than one ship to unload to maintain oil there, that's probably not a safe option. Well, I guess as long as it's only going one way, that might be safe. But the thing is, since we plan to haul that oil up to here and then disperse from Crown Falls to all the other surrounding islands, that harbor needs to at least have some space in the harbor at some point in order for other ships to then grab and bring to the other islands. So, this is going to be Manola to... oh, actually... I think I already have one of these. One to Coffea. Do I have one to Crown Falls? No, I don't. Okay.
Shine your blow lamp on this, would ya?
That's actually going to be the name. We're going to create a new group. Great. We're going to add a ship. It's going to be the Huikang? How about the Twist of Coral? That makes more sense. Yeah. I like that. And if we go back and look for that trade route, great. I'm going to go ahead and rename this. This is our lane. I'm going to go ahead and rename this to Manola to Crown Falls. Yeah, because we didn't even have that to begin with. That's great. And we'll be able to utilize that not just for oil, but for all of our other trade goods going to Crown Falls from the New World. Great. I'd like to do another one. Let's create another oil route. This one is
your leadership.
Going to load in Manola. We're going to go ahead and take it to the Old World. We're going to drop it off at Coffea. Oil. And we're going to move this to Coffea to... what is it? Coffea Manola. Great. Oh, wait. Did I have one that's... I have a Manola to Coffea. Oh, actually, no, that's right, because I set them going each way, depending on what export was happening. The devil may care. I like that. Cool. Yes, that's all moving the direction I need it to. Eventually, we'll have some oil there. That will allow me to power Crown Falls, but it will also allow me to have better farming. We do need to work on getting steam engines, which, if I go back here, we do have steam engines going on Coffea. Where are they? Ah, there you are.
Curious.
We have 515 steam motors. Now, question is, do I want to utilize that for ships, or do I want to utilize that for...
Firing the engines.
Fuel for farms? Now, the farms are a one-time upgrade. We're already utilizing that for farms here, although I think I might remove some of this and move it around. Making this a proper capital is more important to me. Although even a proper capital could have some fields in the corners off to the side. I think I'd like to move some of the pig stuff off of this island. Oh, that better... What did you drop? Oh, outrage.
Methods raise questions.
Why are you dropping propaganda? Oh, Willie's asking for war. Okay. So, we accomplished something there. What do I want to focus on next? I think that the next major goal... We need to modernize Manola. Oh my goodness. I don't think it's fully set in
Watch.
the ramifications of having everything electrified. Oh, we're gonna get something else from our cattle farms too, aren't we? Was it, cattle farms? What are the farms that you end up getting extra goods from? Are we getting an extra good? I thought that there was going to be, like, coconut oil, okay. Camphor wax. Milk! Oh, we have 216 milk! That was incredibly rapid. Good to know. But are these also seeing a bonus from electricity? No, only from silos and base productivity. Okay, good to know. So they just gain an extra product now. How to modernize, oh my goodness, and all of these are seeing bonuses as well. Not the fish oil factories. Those will still require as many as we needed before. Got our beach over here. I did go ahead and build... I forgot about this. I built a ridiculous number of depots in case we decided that we wanted to rebuild things, as anything I delete, I would end up getting half of the goods back to then rebuild. How do I want to focus this? Oh my gosh, I'm going to end up getting... I also built a ridiculous number of smelters. I do want to leave the hacienda here. I think I'm going to end up removing all of the cotton. Before I remove the cotton, though, I want to create a surplus from somewhere else and bring that in. Greed has cotton. Calencia has cotton. I think Greed might be the better option for setting up cotton. Nice, big, wide open island. The only thing it needs is... We'll need some Urinalero goods in order to keep this area supplied. We can't make our own plantains. What can we make here? We can't make rum. We can make ponchos. But we don't have corn to make that efficiently. We'll need a little bit of a population. So let's just start playing with some ideas. We're just going to start getting some fields laid out here. In fact, I think I want to move the working harbor over here. No, that's actually a good spot. We're going to go ahead and add all of that. Put all of that. Is there anything that can be made on the beaches here? So we can't make pearl farms because we're missing the fertility. Was there something else? Oh, Jalea. Calamari. So we could get calamari here for Jalea. We do have orchids. So maybe we just got the calamari here and started bringing that back. That's an idea. We do have the orchids here, so we could bring orchids back. Okay, so we got some things to play with. Do I have orchids on any other islands? Do I want to focus on making those here? Yeah, so I definitely need... Oops. I'm back here. Placing some groundwork ideas. We definitely need those. We definitely need these. Tobacco's not a primary focus here. Let's head back. We're going to definitely get our cotton. And the great thing is, I don't need to do anything to this cotton. I'm literally just making the cotton plantations. The cotton mills, they're improved by electricity. I will have those on the primary island. Not worried about that here at all. Let's see. Coffee. Talk to me about coffee. That's very important to me. Can't make it here. We can make it here. We can't make it in Higa Luego. Ooh. So Calencia and Greed are my two islands for coffee. Which, of course, I could always make coffee plantations utilizing the... excuse me. What is that thing called again? Hacienda. Ooh, in fact, with this primarily being that kind of island...
But where to?
I should probably have a hacienda here, shouldn't I? We have no oil on this side. We have 6 oil total on the island. We got 4 here. 2 here. That tells me that I think on this side of the island... I would like to have my oil harbor. Done deal. You can go. You can go. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our hacienda just kind of roughly placed somewhere. We'll play with that later. Other goods that I would really like to have. Tobacco. I think we can make tobacco elsewhere. Oh yeah, we can definitely make tobacco here in Higa Luego. Although having some on Greed wouldn't be terrible. I can have a few plantations worth. We'll put a few down and call it good.
The land has to be...
So I think on this side, start with some orchids. I don't know how a tractor will help you with orchids. If you're familiar with orchids at all, they're actually quite lovely plants. At least, the orchids that I'm thinking of were hanging orchids. My mom used to have orchids all the time when we lived in Florida. In fact, since I was a welder, I went ahead and made her a trellis to hang them on. So maybe there's other orchids that actually do grow in the ground like this, but the ones that I'm familiar with are tropical plants that actually grow up in trees, like, you know, on the side of a tree, and tend to hang. Or at least that's my understanding of it. If you are familiar with orchids, let me know in the comments what I got wrong about that. I'm sure I got something wrong. Let's go ahead and move that there. What if I did that? Kind of hook the road over. That was actually perfect. And we can still just barely reach, so I'm going to come a few tiles down. Go ahead and expand that out. And we'll do one more complete row. Shift clicking just a little bit. We'll go ahead and turn blueprint mode on. I'd really like to bring this back here, but it won't let me. That's quite annoying. Ah, but I can do that. And I can slide all these back down. 1 tile. 2 tile? Really? You're letting me overlap? Oh, okay. It was a pump fake. The second I tried to build it, it said, "I gotcha." Ah, that's funny. There we go. That's something. How about we not build those extras? I will run some tiles out that way. I will run some tiles out that way. And we'll go ahead and run some out that way as well. Let's go ahead and go to our harbor. We definitely want to grab those tiles there. I'll grab those. And ever so carefully... do I want to build like one more over here? Nah, I think I'll just leave that just the way that is. That's not bad. Yeah, that's fine. It kind of slopes back around and goes into the rest of the main dock. I don't remember hearing this song at all. Kind of cool to have something new. So, do I want to have any kind of housing here? That's kind of an unknown. I do know that I want to go ahead and focus... Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and start focusing our rail over here. We'll start laying out our roadways for that. We don't need to worry about having double roads past this point. So that's kind of nice. Let's go back over here and we'll have some oil wells. Let's do this. Yeah, that works for me. I only have so much steel, but I think I will go ahead and sacrifice it in the name of knocking that section out. And we got 2 more here. Let's go ahead and choose the oil wells that will go with each one of these. Ooh, actually, I'm glad I thought about this. So even though I'm going to be exporting most of this oil, some of it needs to stay on this island in order to pay for fuel on the
A
island.
marriage of earth and heaven.
No, I don't really want an alliance. Fuel, there we go. Okay, so... So from about here, we could hit almost all of the island. And from about here, can hit almost half the island. What about there? So it goes about the other way. Now, what if I add some bricks here? I will be using most of the bricks that I currently have in my inventory. Although, to that end, hey, guess what? I've got a construction fleet. How about all of you guys head over here? Hit me with construction goods. Hey, that wonderful little construction fleet that I thought of episodes back, finally coming into use. Now, I should see some expanded use of that road, yet it does seem a little cut off still. Ideally, I would like to have one fuel station or 2 fuel stations that cover the entire island. Now, given that I already have 4 of these here, it's pretty conceivable that I could have, I don't know,
What can I do for you?
10 orchid farms and maybe 20 cotton plantations and 20 coffee plantations. A single fuel station can supply 20 buildings, 20 farms. So that's 4. That leaves me with 16. You know, maybe with 3 crops, maybe I actually try and do 3 stations. And that leaves me with 3 oil wells worth of resources to export. That could be kind of interesting. Let's see if we can separate this out somehow. So I am going to have sort of a back road here. I've got our main road, and I'm going to have a back road. And I will go ahead and have a small village here. Let's go ahead and add our marketplace. Wrap a road. We'll go ahead and delete that, and trying to think how I want to go ahead and fit a chapel in here. So what if I just delete that? We just go ahead and say we're gonna have a chapel right here. We decorate that corner. I think that's actually pretty fair to do. Alright, so now that I've done this, I think I'd like to go ahead and continue getting some orchids going. Go ahead and add you. That's actually pretty good. Continue running the back road here. I'm gonna demolish... Actually, maybe I'll try and fill in with a couple more homes. Ooh, what if I do... Yeah, that works, and I can kind of call that the end of the town. Maybe I'll put some in here, but that works. Now, you are saying that you can't reach. That's fine. We'll go ahead and add... Oh, no I won't. Where are those ships? Are they here yet? Ah, here they are.
Ready for a challenge.
Give me bricks. There's
Route
something...
plotted.
This is our large trading post, right? Yeah, it is. Great. The good news is we have even
Take the
more
rudder.
bricks being made at an exponential rate back at the other island.
Just say the word. Steersman,
Go ahead and get closer.
Take the rudder.
And we got lots of wood. Great. Oh, that is a thing. I do need to remember. I need enough workforce to exploit both clay deposits, 2 gold mines, which, by the way, what does that require? 100 obreros each, so I'll need 200 obreros there. A bauxite mine. 220 urinal arrows. Okay. And a mineral deposit, which needs 120 obreros. So we will need a sizable population here. Let's do this. Bum. I'll go ahead and take blueprint mode off. Let's just go ahead and knock this out.
A check copy?
Let's do this. Now, this is a little bit ludicrous, the way that I'm going about this, with these orchid farms that I'm not really going to be exploiting just yet. In reality, what I should be doing is I should be focusing more on the cotton that I originally intended to do, but since I kind of got started on this over here, now I'm committed to trying to finish it. But these only cost me 5 gold in upkeep to begin with, so not that big of a deal. I will go ahead and shift-click and add a few more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I determine that there were any other orchids anywhere else? No, there's not. So I actually do want to make sure that I'm future-proofing as much as possible.
There's nowhere to take it.
What's the average growth rate on these? 30 seconds, so every 60 seconds, but once I go ahead and get tractors going, it's going to be... Oh, wait, what am I saying? The way I said that was weird. Every 30 seconds, we're making 1 ton of goods. Every minute, we're making 2 tons, so 2 tons per minute. Multiply that by 3, or 4 actually, that's going to end up being 8 tons per minute, plus... I think it's going to be like 9, 10, 11 or 12 with the bonuses that we get from the tractor barn. So 12 tons times 20 farms. That might be a little over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I make 2 more. Maybe I fill this section. I think that's fair. I think that's actually very fair. How far does this go? Okay, we're going to go ahead and put a small warehouse here. We'll wrap that in a road. We'll put another of you here. Add a tractor barn. Add another tractor barn. And if I make one of you and add a tractor barn, will I be able to fill this whole area? Yes, more so than I expected. I guess the question is, can I find equilibrium here? And the answer to that is not exactly. So I'm going to need 192 tiles. Alright, I'm not going to shift-click at all. Instead, I'm going to delete some of these. Add your fields on this side. I'm not going to have any other roads in between. And... ooh, still can't quite get there. Okay, good to know. We're going to delete that then. We're going to delete the bulk of these fields. We're going to delete the bulk of those fields. We will go ahead and add a road here. You get to fill this entire section. You get all of the fields you need. To there. And can you get enough to fill for just a regular farm? Yes. To an extent. There's your 3 tiles. So we got 4 tiles left over. We'll just go ahead and fill that because there's nothing creative that we can do. No roads going through. Anything like that. So we're going to have one farm on its lonesome that doesn't require any fuel. Boo-hoo. Not a big deal. What do you mean you can't reach? Let's go ahead and give you a brick road. We do it once, we never have to worry about it again. Yes, it's the back road, but... actually, you know what? I think I would rather... yeah, I'd rather have a dirt road there. It just looks better. Now, I will go ahead and pave the street from here over. Let's run that all the way down to the beach. And we'll run this all the way over here. All the way down to there, and over. Great. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get our railway done. I'll run you there. We burned a few extra there that I'd rather not, but it's okay. Those are connected. Oh, what did I just do? I didn't mean to do that. That was a misclick. So I wasted a few tons of steel. How much more do I have?
For a challenge.
Do I have more steel on any of these ships? Nope, I spent the lot. That's alright. So I ended up with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 farms that will eventually have tractors. Did I say 10? Yeah, 10. Okay, cool. So that's half of a fuel station. Now, how do I want to run the roads for said fuel station? I'd kind of like to have it dead end here somewhere. What if I did that there? What if we said... dietary education. So this island requires less to feed itself. Won't have to worry about that quite so much. And let's have... Jornaleros. If I move this building, does it move everything else? No, it does not. It's not like the Docklands in that way, where it likes to move every other building you have, every other direction. Padre, can we go to La Playa? Can we go to the beach? I like that. Now, the one thing that it does make you do, if we delete this... Oops, wrong button. Go ahead and add the Hacienda pathway. Okay, it did build it. Great. Oh, come on. They destroyed themselves already? A little extreme, isn't it? Kind of a prima donna move, but that's alright. Let's see. I know. I'm hemming and hawing again, trying to figure out what I want to do. Ooh, that still can't reach, so I really can't go that far from that corner. I thought that the stretch of these was significantly further. So maybe that's what I do right there. And I'm gonna do different. I'm actually going to encapsulate that entire road. I will run railway all the way out. I will go ahead and delete that because that was a mistake. Oh wait, there... I could have sworn I saw railway there for a second, but I was wrong. I am debating if I want to have this right on the main road, or if I'd kind of like to make it its own secluded little enclave. Perhaps rather than trying to be revolutionary this time, we will just go ahead and leave it there for now. Now, I feel like the coffee is going to be more remote from a plantation like this, whereas cotton makes sense really, really close.
No fields, no work. Come to watch.
Now, these will require a lot of fields. Oh yeah, look at them go. See how far out we can go with these. Now, I will go ahead and fill in the gaps from the other side when I can. Ooh, in fact, I think what I might do... run a road out here. Let's get one on the back side here. Do you want to spin that around so it's facing the road? Ooh, not quite, not quite. I thought we'd be able to fill this whole area. But we're not there yet. But if we go ahead and mirror it on the other side, start with everything down here, fill that little tile in there. And let's go ahead and get at least up there. How far down can we go? Now, you're complaining that you don't have access to a warehouse, so let's go ahead and add some brick roads. How about now? No, you're still complaining. You're wanting to whine about everything, so we'll go ahead and give you something else. You do have access to fuel, so that's good. Here you go. You get your very own warehouse. Congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and go as far as here. I would say the beginning of the town is about the right spot to go ahead and end the, let's call it the influence of the hacienda as far as its road tiles go. And we're going to go ahead and tile this in as well. And tell you what, I'll delete that and add you. Should I go so far as to go ahead and include those tiles everywhere? In this region? This area? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can afford 5 more on this one station. What kind of reach can I get from this? So there handily. If I utilize brick roads, pretty much everything. Okay, good to know. I think we're going to need to come down this way. Ooh, I don't want to drag that out quite that wide. We'll go to there. I will go ahead and delete those. A little bit wasteful on brick, but that's okay. Ooh. And you know what? That's kind of handy. You know, I think I will go ahead and delete these. I've got so many of these tiles that it's actually not that bad. I have to utilize all of them on this side of the rail line, as these cannot cross a rail line, so it works out to my favor.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Oh, do they? I celebrate my leadership too. Let's keep on adding some fields. We'll go ahead and shift-click in a couple extra tiles. We'll go ahead and surround this. So how many do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that right there is going to be all of my cotton. As well as... Ooh, I actually can't stretch that far enough. What about if I go here? I will go ahead and shift-click to add a few more tiles in here.
We're not going far.
We are running out of farmers, or jornaleros, rather. Maybe I'll toss in a few more just for kicks that won't have any kind of fuel requirement. And we'll take a step back after this to kind of take a look at the island. Not too bad. I mean, it really is just a massive plantation at this point. So with that, now what I need to do is I need to get another fuel station set up. Which, honestly, this one should be just fine. I think I'm going to want to separate these two areas a little bit. And what I'm going to want is 20 of these.
Maybe 3.
This is what we need to supply with this fuel station here. Let's see if we can get these built really quick. And then we can focus more on building up any kind of town, any kind of extra
Mediocre.
Jornalero housing, and maybe the mines, that kind of thing. I will go ahead and wrap that there. Got that extra space there. It doesn't really have anything. Can I add some extra fields to kind of fill in? Is there anything else I can bring in here? Yeah, it just makes sense. I mean, I came this far, I may as well fill the whole area in. That's something. So,
Of course.
you
Come join us.
can reach everything here, and can reach all the way out to here. So that's everything I need. Run that there. Damn, that's going to be a lot of fields. Let's try and cover all of that. Come up to there. Oh, is that as far as we can go? No, we got a little bit more in us. Perfect. I'll probably switch to this side now. Maybe. Maybe I'll actually put... No, that does work. That's actually pretty good. I think I'm going to need at least a few tiles there. Go ahead and drop our farm. I'm not too worried about the insufficient workforce. This is more about getting everything placed, more than worrying about having our workforce right this second. That's an easy fix. And the nice thing is, once we have all of these placed and we know what our workforce requirement is, which I didn't mean to grab that road too, we can go ahead and build a city accordingly, or delete buildings as needed to make sure that we can fit everything we need to on this island. This mass production of coffee is making me very, very happy. No particular reason. Of course, no. I think it's time to go back to the main road. Go ahead and add that. Did I just build a... Did I copy and paste to there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I did. Away with you. require no extras. Obviously, I will need to go ahead and add some extra warehouses and whatnot as well.
This city is a magnet for genius.
Definitely a requirement that I've thought of. Ooh. I might need to delete that. Make that a regular farm. And you know, it's not strict that I have to use every ounce of fuel
The people
on one of these fuel
celebrate your
stations.
leadership.
I was just trying to be efficient, but any extra fuel that I have can be exported. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Seeing as power was something necessary in the new DLC for the Artistas, I was under the distinct impression... Oh, we can't... Why would they make it a separate chain? Why not just automatically give it a skin? Do they have a different name? Power station as opposed to an oil power plant. Wow, okay. Consistency. Yeah, I was kind of wondering if we could add power stations here or not. And they had me doubting myself as to whether or not you could. What if we add a warehouse here? Because we have a mine there. We'll definitely need something over here as well. So let's go ahead and plan for a warehouse there on the edge. Great. So there we go. Got 3 warehouses in this region. I think I'll go ahead and wrap you.
Stand aside, boss. Don't get dirt on your...
Add some tiles there. Great.
There be potholes,
Huh.
so watch out.
Is that technically the front? I guess technically it is, but I don't care. I'm not going to rearrange all of these farms just because of that. Or if I do, it'll be off-screen and you will never know about it. You'll just look one day and go, oh wow, those are all facing the right direction. How cool. Coffee did a great job. Of course, now that I say that, I'm... Oh, the OCD, it's kicking in. This is what happens when you have control issues, and you're given a game that lets you have complete control. You drive yourself insane with said control. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, that hurt my ears. I only hope that if you were on YouTube and that came through, that did not hurt yours. That was... Let me know in the comments if that caused you physical harm. Holy cow. Why did they sound scale the game? When you drop multiple things like that, that's just incredibly loud. Yeah, deepest apologies for that. Wow, we're actually going to get a lot in here. I'm not going to go... I'm going to go wide with this one. I think I'll go ahead and put some over here.
There's nowhere to take it.
Nowhere to take it, huh? So what we might need to do... Let's go ahead and put another warehouse here. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Oh gosh, I did it again. That's... It's the most efficient way to move those, though. Okay, I'll try and move them one at a time instead. That moment when you give all of the players of the game the more efficient way to move items individually, yet it causes harm. Build that there. I think I'm gonna fit one more in, and that'll be that. And I may have to downscale some of these farms. Maybe I get rid of a few and do a little bit of maneuvering with some of these. You know, slot in some more decorations, move a few farm tiles around, or delete some here and there. Oh no. 252, what am I at? 246, really? Barely made it. Okay. That is a lot of coffee, cotton, and orchids. Wow. In fact, we're already making a significant amount. These are going to require urinal arrows as well, so I need to get some urinal arrows here. Let's get on it. Oh, we actually have fried plantains here. Am I supplying this island with... I forgot. I already have a whole lot of goods being pushed here. So, yes, we're good to go. In fact, we can go ahead and fast forward as this goes to fill up. Urinal arrow workforce is increasing. The overall island is costing us 1,400 gold to run.
Those spoiled obreros have never seen what real work is like.
I could be wrong, but I think that these alone will be enough to run the entire island. And if that's the case, I'm going to be tickled.
In my times, we have more help.
Reducing the workforce requirement. Oh my gosh, will that reduce the workforce even more?
You reached a new milestone.
We're now a town. Now they need ponchos. Ponchos are being filled up. It is slowly costing me less money. I'll be able to upgrade some of these into obreros. We'll actually need to supply these jornaleros with schnapps. And hot sauce. Oh, man. You know, with a workforce of 55 per house, if you supply everything, that alone is 200 some workers. Hey, we're actually there. We have met the labor pool needs. These 4 houses, if they were supplied with everything, could almost run the entire island. That's a fun fact to keep in mind. Much less if we were to give them any of their lifestyle needs. I could have a small beach here that could actually reach all of them. Cinema. Cinema requires power. That's a little more expensive and annoying than I feel like getting into. I will turn everything on. But if that's all of the jornaleros I'm needing, the only other jornaleros I will actually need will be for the bauxite mine, which is significant. I need 220 for that. Yeah, everything else is going to be obreros, of which I already have some, so I can go ahead and exploit this.
What
Ooh, does that
brings
cost
you
100?
here, Governor?
Yeah, so that clay pit costs 100. So this island is only at negative 1100. We can go ahead and upgrade a few of these. Are we still getting more?
It's not special here, but what do you expect?
Wait, we have schnapps
We can
coming in
load
here?
up in a day.
Oh, a few tons. Okay, not a lot.
I feel so lucky.
So I could almost upgrade 1 or 2 more. Now, I'm curious if I go and check this now. We're making almost 20 tons of coffee, 22 tons of orchids. Oh, they want teff grass, that's right. And 12 tons of cotton? What is it? Oh, right, because one of these will make 1 ton per minute. And that's before we turn on any of our oil requirements here. So that's actually pretty cool. We can go ahead and start exporting our cotton, our coffee beans, and our orchids from Greed to Manola. And I think next episode we can go ahead and start exploiting that here. And, oh, you know what? Before we leave for the day, no, I won't delete this yet. That will be after I move everything here. So, nothing preemptive. We need to make sure that we have our supply before we destroy what we had before. But that's all for me today. I feel like this is productive. This is going to be kind of what you're going to expect, just to let you guys know, for the next 5-10 episodes. We're going to be doing long, deep dives like this into these individual islands and, you know, just doing some cleanup and making things more functional. Basically, building up for the future. That's the main goal. We want to have all of our islands satisfied. We want to have workforces that make sense. We want to have our people supplied in a way that makes sense. And be prepared for the future, because now all we need is to turn everything on. Bring oil here, and we're good to go. Actually, we don't even need to bring oil here. We're making oil here, and we're going to have extra oil to export. that's pretty good. So, on that final note of that song and the final note of this message, I will see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff. Bye-bye.